Good morning, morning, morning. Hope we're all well. Welcome to another trail. I'm out on the Peddars Way in Norfolk today, and this is a 46-mile trail. Starts here in Knettishall Heath in Suffolk, on the Suffolk-Norfolk border, and basically I'm going to head in a straight line for 46 miles, might even be 47 miles actually, all the way up to Holme next the sea, which is up on the coast. Been looking forward to doing this one for a while. I arrived in Thetford, which is the nearest kind of main town. I arrived last night after a very rainy 3-hour car journey. Kind of got myself sorted, got something to eat, Airbnb, etc. And up early this morning and taxi down to the start of the trail. So this is an ancient kind of Roman road that's been turned into a national trail here. In fact, some of my research suggests that it's even older than that, and actually the Romans kind of repurposed it and took it over from sort of previous settlers here in East Anglia. But anyway, enough waffling. I'm not going to try and set an amount of miles today. I mean, I've got a rough amount in my head. We'll see how we go. What I learned from the South Downs Way is you've got to kind of be flexible really and kind of not have it too fixed. I've got an idea where I want to wild camp. Got all the gear in the back here, and yeah, the aim is to do 2, maybe 3 wild camps to get me through to the end of the trail. Right, so I'm a couple of miles in, and as you can see, these paths are seriously overgrown with bracken. So if you are going to do the Peddars Way roughly this time of year, you definitely need trekking poles to kind of find your way through the jungle of Norfolk. More jungle, more jungle. Look at it. That's the path. That is the path, honestly. And then the path is somewhere in there. Somewhere. Yes, we've got this little waterway alongside the trail here. And normally I'm really surprised the whole thing floods over onto this boardwalk, and the whole kind of area that I've just done, last kind of 200 meters, the whole thing is often submerged. I've noticed on other YouTubers' videos. So really fortunate, especially with the amount of rain that we've had in the last few days in the southeast. I guess it's just kind of skipped this area. Well, it's good news for me anyway. Okay, so you can see the problem here. This is the A11 bypass. It's the 4-mile point, and I do remember someone else on their vlog pointing out that this was a bit dicey. Right, okay, here goes. Okay, halfway, and again. Whew. We are at about mile 6, just coming up to mile 6 now, and we've passed through our first village, which is the village of Stonebridge. So just coming up to 2 p.m. and I am having a well-earned sit down with a lunch of tuna wraps and Skittles. No expense spared. Giving the feet a bit of an air. Done about nearly 11 miles, which I'm quite pleased with. Well, I checked the map a minute ago and I'm actually further ahead up the trail than I thought I was. Thought I was nearer a place called Thompson Water, and I was looking to kind of stop there and have lunch, but I've just walked right past it and completely missed it. So yeah, having a bit of a breather, resting the feet, and then I'm just going to keep going. That's my aim. The trail has been dry, it's been completely flat, there have been no hills at all, which has been quite useful. It can get a bit monotonous. Those of you that have done this one or thinking about doing it, you're literally just walking straight. So it's almost impossible to get lost, in theory. Excuse me. Okay, I'm stopping for the day. Day one done. It's 6:40. I've spent the last half an hour walking around a woodland, just trying to find a suitable spot. The good news is that this woodland and a lot of other woodlands that I've passed on the Peddars Way are quite accessible for nipping in for a little wild camp. I'm really pleased because I spotted this place when I was doing my research over the last sort of few weeks and months, and just had everything crossed that it was going to be accessible, and it is, and it's all right. It's a miracle. I've managed to pitch the Lanshan 2 Pro with its modifications in a dodgy woodland with ground that is so soft it's ridiculous. So it's taken a bit of twiddling and fiddling, but we got there. So let me show you around the shelter. So here we go. Lanshan 2 Pro in khaki brown. You've seen me use this in 1 or 2 videos now. It's becoming my sort of summer tent of choice. and my sort of hiking tent of choice, I suppose. The more I pitch it, I think the better I get at it. I think that's the idea anyway. Such a good view from inside, let me show you. So let's just go. Good thing about this tent, if you don't know, double vestibule, got one here and we've got one on the other side as well. So at the moment I'm airing stinky socks and storing water. Have a look inside. Here we go. So luggage and sort of general bits over here. This is the Alpkit cloud base, sort of thin kind of cross section summer sleep pads. Then I got my Decathlon helium pillow over the end there. Sleeping bags, and my new sleeping bag, the Alpkit, what is it, the Pipe Dream 400 is in there. I haven't got it out just yet. There was someone on YouTube the other day who was saying about don't get your sleeping bag out straight away as soon as you pitch because of moisture. So especially in this tent, it's a single skin tent, so it can get condensation-y unless I'm ventilating it very, very well, which is what I'm doing at the moment. Talking of ventilation and views, check this out over here. Oh, this is why we do it. Look at that. That is currently the view from my tent. So I've been here about an hour, at least, maybe an hour and a half, and I didn't see anyone at all until a couple walked past about 10 minutes ago. So, and I think they saw me and they saw my tent. So, yeah, doesn't matter. Just completely ignored it, actually. Actually, let's go to the path and let's see what the tent looks like from the Peddars Way. Okay, so this is the Peddars Way. It's about 8 o'clock now, and if I just pan around to here, my tent is over there in the middle. You can probably see it because the front door's open at the moment, but that will be closed. So the colour itself blends in reasonably well. I mean, yes, it is a bit obvious there's a tent in there, but it could be worse, couldn't it? Right everyone, I'm knackered. It's coming up to 9:30 and I'm just going to crash now. So I'm going to call it a day. Going to get into my new sleeping bag, which is quite exciting. Let you know what it's like in the morning. And I shall bid you good night.